Good morning. And welcome to our chair yoga class today. We're going to work on our connection to earth today, to grounding. So let's start by sitting in our chairs, checking that our knees are in line with our hips, that our heels are right under our knees. And for me, because I'm short, I'm going to scoot forward on my chair a little bit so I can feel my feet on the floor. Or if you're short, you can put your feet on a block. Find a way to feel connected to the earth. And then we're going to press pull our buttocks flesh away and press our sitting bones into the earth. And then we're going to draw our pelvic floor up. So the pelvic floor is that triangle of flesh between our legs. And we do that by bringing our tailbone down and pressing our pelvis back towards our tailbone. And then feeling that lift. And that brings energy up into the body, firms our core. And just pressing down, bring our palms to our knees to press down. Press the shoulders down, and almost like a pop-up rocket. As you press those things down, your spine stretches up. Feel your spine elongating, feel your inner body elongating. Feel your breath deepening. Open or close your eyes. As you inhale, drawing energy up through the floor, up your legs, up through that lifted pelvic floor. And as you exhale, the energy comes down through the crown of your head into your body. Inhaling up from the earth. Exhaling the energy back down through the crown and into the earth. Establishing a pranic connection, an energy connection between the earth and the heavens. Feeling our legs nice and strong and energized. And we're going to start with some easy circles. Feel the spine lengthening, the back lengthening as you come forward. Still grounding through the feet and the sitting bones. Let's reverse those circles. And come to stillness. Ground through the feet, through the tailbone and the sitting bones. We'll do a variation of sun shining breath. We're going to inhale, reaching out, bringing the arms up overhead if that works for you. And then palms together, coming down the midline, clearing that energy channel. So we're bringing energy up the spine by lifting the pelvic floor, bringing energy to our chakras, our energy centers, and then clearing that energy channel, bringing cosmic energy down into our body. Inhaling, pelvic floor up, reaching up. Drawing the cosmic energy down, clearing and centering us. Do two more. And last one. Bring our hands to our hearts, elbows lifted. We're pressing the palms together. Feel the shoulder blades down your back. Press down through the feet. Lift up through the pelvic floor, and we'll press the hands in one direction and turn the head the opposite way. Come back to center and press around. Finish up a set. And come back to center. And down, bring your hands back to your knees, finding your lovely tall pose. We're going to bring one hand to the side of the chair, dropping the other hand. Just going to stretch over. If it works for you, rotate your head looking towards your shoulder. If that works for you, very gently nodding your head. Bring the head back up, rotate it back to the side. Bring your hand to the side of your head and come back to center. And back. Let's hold on to the other side of the chair. Gently tip over. If it works, rotate your head towards your shoulder. If it works for you, gently nod your head. Feel that stretch in the back of your neck. Bring your head back to center. Bring your hand to the side of the head and gently come back up. And let's do some shoulder circles. Feel that creaking in there. We're working out the arthritis. Let's circle back the other way. And come back to our home base position. So I learned something very interesting. Arthritis begins in the base of your thumb, of all places. So we're going to work on our hands and thumbs. We're going to start by pressing out through the heel of our hand. We're familiar with this one. And then pointing our hands down. Pressing our palms up. And pointing our hands down. When we press our palms up this time, we're going to bring our thumb all the way across as far as we can, trying to touch the base of our pinky. And release, spread those fingers wide. And once again, try to bring your thumb across to touch the base of your pinky. And spread those fingers wide. We're going to do a cigarette lighter. Let's do one hand at a time. Make a fist, bring your thumb inside your fist, and then flick your lighter. Bring the thumb inside your fist, soft fist, so that you can move it, and then flick your lighter. Feel that in the base of your thumb? I do. One more time, let's flick the lighter. And then Do the other side, bring the hand up, bring the thumb in, soft fist, and flick the lighter. And bring the thumb in. Take a breath and flick the lighter. I'm not feeling it in this one. That's good. And flick the lighter. Okay, down. Good job. Let's open our hips. Let's scoop forward on our chair. And we'll just windshield wiper the knees. You can hold on to the chair behind you. And windshield wiper the knees. If you'd like to take it wider, you can walk your feet out and windshield wiper your knees. I'm actually pushing a little into the floor and lifting my hip a little bit too. So now it's coming to even more of a hip opener. Pressing into the floor, pressing the hip forward. One more. Good job. And toe heel back to center. And come back to your home base pose. I'm going to turn my chair just so you can see better. We're going to do an experiment. So we talked about the fascia, which is the thin membrane that covers all your muscles and all of your organs. And it's one big membrane, it's all connected. And actually, if we work on the fascia in our feet, it will affect the fascia in our neck. Now, I just did this in the last class, so I don't know if this experiment will work for me because I might have already done it. But here's what we're going to do. Finding our nice home base pose, rounding through the earth. We're going to lift the head and arc back. Notice how far it's comfortable for you to go, what your range of motion is. Maybe finding something on the ceiling if you have something there to check how far you can go back. All right, we're going to come back up. We're going to do a foot exercise. And then we're going to check again our range of motion in our neck. So we're going to slide the feet forward. I'm sorry. We're going to pick up the toes, curl them down, place them on the floor, slide the feet forward. Pick the toes up, slide the feet back. Curl the toes, place them on the floor, slide the feet forward. Flex the toes, lift them up, slide the heels back. Curl the toes, press them down, slide the feet forward. Flex the toes, lift them up, slide the heels back. We're stretching the fascia on the bottom of our feet. And I wonder if this would be good for people with plantar fasciitis. Curl the toes down, slide them forward, lift the toes up, lift the feet up, slide back. Curl the toes down, slide forward, lift the toes, lift them up, slide back. One more time. Curl the toes down, slide them forward, press into the balls, lift the toes up, lift them all the way up, slide back. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Let's check the range of motion in the neck. And if you're like me, maybe you notice that you actually could go further back. So interesting thing to know and to practice. All right, we're going to warm up our feet a little bit more. So can everybody reach their feet? Maybe put on the chair or your leg, or maybe you have to lean over. Can everybody reach their feet? And we're going to just give that foot a massage. However you can reach your foot is fine. Remember, you have nerve endings, every part of your body in your feet. So if you feel a tight spot or a sore spot in your foot, it corresponds to someplace else in your body. So give that part of your foot a good massage. top or bottom. And don't forget to twirl your toes. Bring those feet out. And let's place that foot on the floor. Notice how that feels. Let's pick the knee up and give the foot a drop. We're bringing more blood into the foot and leg. Just dropping that foot. Pick the knee up, drop the foot, and one more time. And drop. Okay. Notice all the energy in that leg and foot. Good. Let's grab the other foot however you can. Whatever works for you here, or you have to lean over. Hopefully you can reach your feet. And give that foot a nice massage. Top and bottom, working the tight places. Don't forget to twirl your toes. Bring that foot out. And bring it down. Sit it nice and tall. Pick that foot up and drop it. Pick it up, drop it. Pick it up, drop it. And feel the energy and tingling in your feet. Let's take a moment to savor all we've done so far. And let's come into some sun salutes. So if you'd like to scoot forward on your chair a little bit, rounding yourself through your feet, pressing down, lifting up the pelvic floor. Bring the hands to the heart. We'll do the Sherry Zach Morris variation. And inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands to goddess pose and come forward in diagonal. So we're drawing that pelvic floor up and supporting our core. Bring the hands to the legs and slide down. Inhale, halfway up, elbows back, chest lifted. Baby cobra. Exhale, fold. Inhale, side stretch up. And down. Inhale the other arm up. Look up if you can. And down. Deep breath in, strengthening yourself, pressing into your feet to create length. Come up overhead. And hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Press down through the feet. Lift your pelvic floor. Exhale, coming forward on a diagonal. Feel those shoulder blades squeezing backwards. Bring your hands to your legs and exhale over. Inhale, stretch up. I like to change sides. Which one I'm doing first? Inhale, stretch up, look up. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Okay, I did it in the wrong order, sorry. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Press down through your feet. Exhale, hands to heart. Feel your heart beating. We're building strength and stamina. Here we go. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, shoulder blades back, elbows lift, pelvis lift, coming forward on a diagonal. Holding here, but not our breath. Hands to the knees, slide all the way down, let the head go. Inhale, slide up the legs, elbows back, chest lifted. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, twist up. Exhale down. Deep breath, press into the feet. Stretch up. Hands to heart. Notice your heart beating. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling up. Exhale, come forward. Draw the pelvic floor up. Support with your core. Strengthening your back. Slide down. Inhale, baby cobra. Shoulders back. Chest lifts. Exhale, fold. Let your head go. Inhale, spin up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Deep breath. Press into the feet. Reach out and up. This time, if you can, palms parallel or steeple, reach back. And come to tall mountain, hands to heart. Last one. This time we'll add a chair pose. Inhale up. Exhale, coming forward, goddess. Take a breath. Hands to knees, slide down. Inhale, elbows back, heart lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, spin. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, come back into that cobra pose. If you can, reach your arms out, pressing actively down into your feet, drawing the pelvic floor up, reaching forward. Inhale up, and hands to heart. Take it in. Let's go into our sit to stance. You can either have your arms in front of you or crossed. Make sure the feet are underneath your knees and parallel. And we go for 8. Remember to skip a set if you need to. Inhale, pressing into those feet, coming up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3. And down. Feel the feet pressing into the floor. Or coming all the way straight. And down. Let's cross opposite elbows. And 5. And down. And 6. And down. Doing great. And 7. And down. And 8. We did it. And come into Tadasana. Press the feet down into the earth. If you need to go behind your chair to hold on, please do so. And lift the toes and spread them wide. Relax them down. Lift the arches. Feel how that engages the legs. Bring the tailbone and the pelvis towards each other. Lifting the pelvic floor. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen the spine. So as you press down, you're going to think of that pop rocket. You press down and it pops up. Beautiful. And I'm just going to check the time and go behind my chair. So, behind our chair, standing in Tadasana. And you know, I love strengthening our ankles and our feet. So we'll do some calf raises coming up onto the toes. And back down. So using a hand on the chair or fingertips, whatever you need. But you're not using your arms to lift up, you're using your legs to lift up. And slowly coming down. One more time, lifting up. Find your drishti, and if you feel like maybe you could just have one finger on the chair, or no fingers even for a second. Good job. One more. And keeping your hips facing the chair, let's rotate one foot out 45 degrees and step it back. And then float the front knee towards the chair. We're turning our hips towards the chair. Press into the back heel. Draw the pelvic floor in and up. Bringing the tailbone and the pelvis towards each other. If it feels safe, bring one arm into goddess, or two. Feel those shoulder blades squeeze towards each other, the elbows lift. Energetically imagine you're pressing your palms into mine. Bring the hands back to the chair for a moment. So the knee that's in front, that's the hand you want to hold on to the chair with. The other arm is going to come up alongside your ear and tip over, opening the side of your body. Squeeze your legs towards the midline. Press your back heel into the floor. Inhale back to center and down. Good job. Let's step forward. Come back to Tadasana, grounding through the feet and stretching up tall. Draw the pelvic floor up. Send your opposite leg back at a 45-degree angle. Bend your front knee. Press into the back heel. If it works for you, bringing one arm up into goddess or both arms up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull the legs in towards the midline. Breathe. And bring your hands back to the chair. So the knee that's in front, that's the hand that stays on the chair. The other arm comes back alongside your ear. And we're going to tip over towards the leg that's bent in front. Stretching the other arm, the leg that's back. Stretching the side body. Inhale back up, bring the hand to the chair, and step forward. Shake it out if you need to, and come back to Tadasana. Let's take the leg that's closest to me and step it out so that you're now facing the side. So the toe that was facing the chair is still facing the chair. The other foot is slightly angled. If you drew a line through the front foot, it should bisect the arch of the back foot. And reach that outside arm up. Press the four corners of the feet into the earth. Lift your toes, spread them wide. Relax them down. Lift your arches and your kneecaps. And then tip over towards the chair into Trikonasana. Again, you can hold on to the chair or bring your hand to your leg. Whichever works for you is fine. Draw the pelvic floor up and spin your body, your rib cage, your head and your chest if you can, if that works for you. Make sure you drop this shoulder. especially if you're holding onto the chair. Don't jam it up. Inhale back up. Turn back towards the chair. Lift your heel. Step forward. Tadasana. I'm going to switch my chair. So you're facing the chair, the opposite leg. You don't have to face me if you don't want to, but the opposite leg steps out, turning away from the chair, scooting the heel back a little bit, hips and shoulders facing at a right angle to the chair. Press into the four corners of the feet. Lift up the toes, spread them wide, and relax them down. Press into the four corners of the feet and lift the arches. Feel the knees lift and the thighs engage. Bring this arm up and over, tipping over into Trikonasana. And you can hold on to the chair. Just don't jam your shoulder into your ear, or you can drop your hand onto your leg, whichever feels best to you. If you can, tuck your chin and rotate your head. Keep pressing down into the outside of the back foot, grounding through that. Press into the ball of the inside, front foot. Feel yourself nice and grounded. Inhale back up. Spin your body towards the chair, lift your back heel, and step forward. Take it in. Let's spin the chair around for a downward facing dog. And bring our hands to the chair, bend our knees, and lift our tailbone. If you want to just stay here, you can. Slide your shoulder blades back. Lifting your tailbone, lifting your chest. Or begin to walk yourself back, keeping the knees bent, reaching your chest down towards your legs, towards the floor, and press into the base of your fingers. Imagine I'm pulling you back by your hip crease. It's more important to have a long spine than straight legs, so you can keep your legs nice and bent, resting your chest on your thighs even. And feel that lovely pull in your back muscles. So we're not even focusing on the legs at all. We're just noticing that big stretch in the spine. Let's lift up, rounding up, slowly walking forward. Slowly, so we don't get dizzy, coming back into Tadasana. And we'll do a second set. When you're ready, bring your hands to the chair, bending your knees and lifting your tailbone and your chest. So starting here in your dog tilt, really feeling how the body wants to be in downward facing dog. So opening the chest, contracting the back, knees are bent. Let's begin to walk back if you want to go further into the pose, keeping those knees nice and bent, pressing into the base of the fingers, bringing the chest down onto the thighs, and then beginning to straighten those legs. You may need to bring them back a little bit so the heels are under your butt. But if you start to round your body, bend your knees instead and stick out your tailbone. More important to have that long spine than to have straight legs. Imagine I'm pulling you back by your hip creases Enjoy that lovely stretch in your back. Keep breathing. And then slowly round your back and walk your way gently forward. And take your time to come back up so you don't get dizzy. Coming back into Tadasana. We're going to come around behind our chair one more time for the curtsy. All right, so it's a lovely leg strengthener and hip opener. Starting in Tadasana, we're going to bring one leg in front and bend the knees. Inhale out. Bring the leg out to the side. Bring it behind you, knees are crossed, and bend your knees. Inhale back up, bring your leg out to the side. Bring it in front, crossing your feet. Bend your knees. Inhale up. Bring the leg out to the side. Bring it behind, crossing your knees. And bend your knees. Inhale back up. Come back to Tadasana. We'll do the other side. Easier to see me this way? No. This way. Bring the leg across, in front, and bend your knees. Inhale back up. Bring your leg out to the side. Bring it behind, crossing. Hips are facing the chair. Bend your knees. Inhale up. Step your leg out to the side. Cross your knees. Bend your knees. Inhale up. Leg out to the side. Bend your, cross your leg behind you. Curtsy. Back up. And out. I'm going to turn sideways, but you can stay facing your chair. We're going to ski. Just going to bend our knees and our hips. You can do this facing the chair. I'm just doing it this way to show you. And then skiing the other way. Bending our knees and our hips. It does feel like skiing, doesn't it? It's fun. Good. One more. And come back to stillness. Last one. You could be facing your chair or like this. We'll come into tree pose. Bring one knee out to the side. Grounding down through the standing leg. You can keep your heel against your ankle. Bring it up against your calf. Press the foot and the leg together. Again, you can be facing the chair, holding on with two hands, or holding on with one to the side. If you like, bring your arm up alongside your ear. Again, if straight arms don't work, you can do goddess arms. Maybe just hold on with one finger, or maybe you feel capable of bringing both arms up. It's up to you. Perfectly okay to hold on with one hand or one finger if you need to. Reach down through the standing leg. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Find your drishti. And bring that knee forward and down. Shake it out. And we'll do the other side. So again, you could be facing your chair to do it, or sideways, depending on how much you need to hold on. Let's ground. Let's rotate the knee out. Foot on the floor or heel against your calf. Bringing your arm into goddess or reaching up. Reach down through the standing foot, lifting your toes and spreading them wide, lifting your arches, lifting your pelvic floor. And if you like, holding onto the chair with just a finger, or maybe even both arms up. And come on back down, knee forward. One more, just little sexy, shake it out. And then come back onto your chair. Take a moment to find our grounding pose. And we'll end with my favorite, our spinal twist. Let's scoot forward on the chair. Bringing one hip onto the chair, foot on the floor. The other knee pointing as far down as you can. You're holding onto the, you can see that? Holding onto the chair with your other hand. If you have the flexibility, you're straightening that back leg. Just do whatever works for you. Draw the pelvic floor up. Front knee is over the heel. Rolling that outer hip down. And then spinal twist. Very slowly unwind. Toe heel your feet back together. Take a breath here and notice how you feel. And then we will shift, bringing one leg around, bringing one hip off the chair. This foot is flat on the floor with the foot under the knee. This knee points down as far as you can. The back hand holds onto the chair. Slide your leg back as far as you can comfortably, maybe even all the way to straight, pressing your toes into the floor. Lift your pelvic floor. Grab the chair and rotate your body, looking over your shoulder. Make sure you're breathing. It's a little challenging in a twist. Very slowly unwind. Come back to center. Press yourself back into your chair. Feet flat on the floor. Press your palms down into your knees and stretch up tall. And then roll your shoulders back and down. This time we're going to turn our palms up and squeeze the elbows back. Close your eyes. And come into Shavasana. Or if you'd rather use the floor or the back of the chair. This is your opportunity to let your awareness travel through your body. Notice where you're holding tension. Gently let that tension go. Very slowly begin to bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. Deepen your breath. Bring the hands together and rub them briskly, building up healing energy. And we'll cup the hands over the eyes, sending that healing energy into our eyes and brain. One more time, let's rub the hands together, building up that healing energy. And send that healing energy to any part of your body that needs it today. Just bringing your hands very near or onto your body. Radiating that healing energy wherever you need it. Let's bring the hands together at the heart. Take a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Thank you so much for sharing chair yoga with me today. Namaste.